Today I wanted to share with you a tour of the Soaky Mountain Waterpark in Sevierville, Tennessee. The footage you're seeing is actually from opening day for season ticket holders in 2024, but they are going to be opening soon for the 2025 season on May the 10th, and I wanted to share with you a little tour of all of the thrill rides, activities, the places to eat here at Soaky Mountain in Sevierville, Tennessee. Base Camp Bistro is actually a really great place to get a snack or to get a burger and fries, and it's really good food at reasonable prices. You're going to see a lot of the different rides, and you're going to want to check their website to see what the height limit is if you have little kids that are coming, but this is great for everyone because they do have all kinds of rides and slides for the smaller kids, little play area that we'll get into in just a moment, but they also have some water coasters, and they have a new ride they're going to be debuting this year, and at the end I will show you the progress on it as of the second week in April, so about a month before they're going to be opening. I'll show you the progress of their newest ride, but they have all kinds of food trucks and restaurants if you want to grab something to eat. There's cabanas along the way. This is the wave pool, and this is the best wave pool I've ever been to. The waves are huge, but they do also alternate between bigger waves and smaller waves in case you do have smaller kids and you don't want to get into the big waves. But there's all kinds of rides that involve floats, or there are some mats available at some of the rides as well. But as you can see, these waves are just absolutely fantastic here at Soaky Mountain, and it is an overcast day, and you'll see this is not usually what you see at the wave pool. Mostly it is shoulder to shoulder and you have no room. It's very crowded, but this happens to be just the very first day and it's overcast, so there's not a lot of people here. These chairs are always full, but it looks pretty empty, and we almost had the park to ourselves, which is very rare now. We've had season tickets since they opened, and every year it gets more packed and more packed. But there's a lot of great seating area that is in front of the wave pool. There's also those cabanas around. You have funnel cakes, milkshakes. There's just all kinds of food. You're not going to have to worry about anything. You also have the rides that are called the Snake Den, which are single and double raft rides. And then this is the bottom where they come out at, and that's where you'll grab your floats. There's also cabanas around the edge, and that is one of the best water coasters. It is their newer water coaster. I also wanted to show you the Wilderness. This is the hotel that is right across from Soaky Mountain, and they also have an indoor water park. And if you do decide that you want to stay here at the Wilderness at the Smokies, I also have a tour of the indoor water park and one of the rooms there at the Wilderness. I will link it down in the description box if you want to check that out. But they also have a water park area inside there, and then also they have discounted tickets if you want to go to Soaky Mountain while you're there as well. This is Boomer's Bay, which is where you want to take the smaller kids. So when my kids were real little, this is where they wanted to go and stay and hang out. There's smaller versions of the bigger slides for the smaller kids, but you can only, I believe, ride those until you're 52 inches, and then you have to go to the bigger rides. There are life jackets available, and there's just lots of seating all around. But the best cabanas are the ones at the edge, and they have 2 floors. So we're going to walk down to the edge, and you're going to see the top floor, and then as you walk down closer to the ride, you'll see the bottom part. So there's 2 levels to the edge cabanas. So if you're looking at your cabanas, this is what the edge looks like. So you can see that top part, and the bottom part has a fridge, a refrigerator, chase lounges, and it's just really great. I'm not sure the price of those. I've never checked into the cabanas. We don't usually rent those, but they are all around. If you have smaller kids, then there are cabanas around this Boomer's Bay. As you can see, there's a green slide and a blue slide, which is great for the smaller kids. It's a smaller version of the bigger ones. And then this is an obstacle course. They actually had it closed that day because there wasn't a lot of people. So this is what it would look like if there was nobody there. And again, it looks like it is deserted, but this is not what it usually looks like. The Hive is another place for the smaller kids to go, but there is one slide that is in the Hive that is an orange slide, and I see lots of adults standing in line for it because it's another great one. It's actually the one that takes you down and then around in the little honeycomb area, so adults love that one as well. But this has dump buckets, smaller slides, and it's a great place for you to be able to watch the smaller kids, and life jackets are available right there close by if you want to take the little ones into this area right here. It's a great place for them. They also have a surf rider, and if you do want to ride it, you have to get a wristband, so you have to fill out a waiver beforehand. Also, there is a height limit on it, so you might want to check it out. If you do have one that is small that wants to do that, you might want to check that out first, but there is a place right beside there where you will fill out the waiver, grab your wristband, and then you can ride the surf rider. The Black Bear Rapids is, again, another lazy river that is not so lazy. So they do have certain times where they'll have rapids, and then they also have times where it'll be calm, but they will have a sign posted of when it's going to have the rapids, and they are the best rapids. It's like a little wave that goes through, and it's so neat. It's anything different than other places. This is Coyote Springs area, so there's a really nice pool area here. There's the Rainbow Revenge and Blue Mountain Mayhem. The Blue Mountain Mayhem is one of these smaller rides they have a replica of for the smaller kids. Avalanche is one of their water coasters. This was the first water coaster that they had, and then also they added the Edge, which was the second water coaster. Right by the Avalanche is where they're going to have their newest ride, and like I had stated at the very end, I will show you the progress that they have. So we're about a month out when I'm showing you that, and it looks like it'll be ready to go for opening day. There's bar areas right by the surf rider area and plenty of chairs with umbrellas that you can enjoy. So we went to the parking lot to see the progress of the new ride, Raptors Rage, and here you can see the crane is still piecing it together. There's another small piece that they're putting on, and then one of the bigger pieces at the bottom. So I think it'll be ready to go on opening day. I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and please don't forget to like and share this video.